And yes, he repaid it back early. But Tesla capitalized on various tax incentives and credits aimed to promoting clean energy and electric vehicles. Now, he's now in a political positioning and influence with Trump, isn't he? President Trump, for example. So think about this. Musk has strategically positioned himself within the political arena, and this happened November 2024 when President Trump was appointed. So he's really placed himself in a good position. He already knew, and probably President Trump knew what they were going to do as soon as they got in. That's why President Trump was like, on day one, he didn't even go to sleep and rest, it straight away in the office and started signing. It was planned. There was a strategic, like if someone was doing social media, they would have a social media calendar of what they're going to post for the month. He knew what he was doing on day one. He had the list ready for the month. So the newly established Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, for example, this role grants Musk significant influence over federal spending and regulatory policies. Now, their mission is to streamline government operations, reduce bureaucracy, and cut unnecessary expenditure. Under Musk's leadership, the department, they have proposed eliminating the agencies like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and also restructuring major financial regulatory bodies. Why do you think that is? He wants to know every little bit so he knows how much he can suck from the government. So these actions, they align with what Musk's vision of efficiency is, but it opens up avenues for private companies, privatization, including his own company, to take on roles traditionally managed by the government. He wants it all to be privately owned. So Musk's influence isn't without this controversy. His aggressive cost-cutting measures have led to protests that have raised concerns about the potential conflicts of interest. And there is a conflict of interest. There's no potential, there is. Because he's there in the government and he's applied for contracts. And he was given one just last week, for example, for between 300 to 400 million. I think I put here 400 million, for example. He was given that contract. And yet he's in the government, he's in the Oval Office talking on behalf of the president about finance. Now, I know I've seen it many of times. Do you have any relationship with a government organization or the person that you're looking to contract with? There should be no relationship there. So, even though despite the criticisms, Musk's approach has been undeniably positioned, and he has benefited from this privatization of certain government functions by assessing and reducing the government expenditures in this way. These opportunities have arisen for private enterprises to fill the void, which is Musk's void. His companies want to fill that void. He wants to be the leader of this. But I believe that there were other people involved in this, but it seems to be all Musk that is getting all of these things. So, looking at Musk's entrepreneurship, drive, and political influence, it is, and it does suggest that he continues to play a pivotal role in shaping both the private and the public sector. His ability to navigate and intervene where these spheres have been cornerstoned of his journey to becoming the world's richest person. Now, what is the world's richest person? If he's allowed to keep applying for all of these contracts and he knows what everybody is paying, so of course he's going to win because he knows what the price is. But also, he's also using AI and the algorithms. So there is, he is being questioned about whether he's been using this to get contracts. And he has. He must have done. Must have done. Because again, that would be an unfair advantage. Because you should state, if you are using AI, you should state, yes, I'm using AI, and this is the percentage that I'm using, and it was regarding section 7 of paragraph 3, for example. But I bet you didn't do that. So, Elon Musk is dancing between business and politics. And he continues to influence direction of technology and the government policy. But he also has an impact on the global stage that we see, and it remains profound. It worries me because he can incite racism, he can incite hatred, and it's a huge shame that this is happening and that he's allowed to get away with this over and over again. And I'm going to put the references here in this description when the video is finished, from where I'm getting my information from, because he is the world's richest man, I believe, because he's been in the position to be able to do that. He's been in the position whereby he knows everything in the department, the State Department of US. He's got everybody's information at his hands. He's got the financial information at his hands. That's why he's able to win these contracts above other people. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And I'm going to continue here. You can drop something in the chat as well. So I'm going to go through Elon Musk's journey and his AI strategy.